Jets fans, hold on tight, because today the subject is of those who change the fate of a franchise. There is a question that is taking over the discussions in the league. Can the Jets still win the first overall pick of the 2026 draft? Does it seem absurd? Maybe. But mathematically, he's still alive. And today we are going to unravel every detail of this crazy equation. You are on Jetstream News, the channel that delivers serious analysis without makeup and without illusion. Let's get straight to the point. But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Jets fan, make sure you're subscribed to Jetstream News. We're your go-to source for daily engaging content on all things. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers this off-season by hitting that subscribe button now. Welcome to the Jetstream News channel, your New York Jets news channel. Here you will find fresh news, and to follow everything, don't forget to subscribe. Today, only 20.2% are subscribed to our channel. Help us by sharing so that the news reaches many more people. Let's go to today's news. On where the Jets are today in the 2026 draft. Entering Week 15, the current projection puts the New York Jets with the 7th overall pick. The table is like this. Giants, Raiders, and Titans, all 2-11, tied in the fight for the top of the list. By the tiebreaker criterion, the Giants would take the number 1 today. Soon after Browns, Saints, Commanders, Jets, and Cardinals appear, all 3-10. Further up come Rams and Bengals, with 4 victories. That's why the Jets are in 7th place, stuck in a franchise cake that can't beat anyone, but they can't lose enough either. 2, the final calendar of the Jets. And here comes the funniest factor, or tragic, depending on the fan's mood. For the Jets to reach the top of the draft, they need to lose everything. The path would be this: losing to the Jaguars away from home, losing to the Saints, losing to the Patriots, and close with defeat for the Bills. On paper, it's very likely. With Brady Cook as a starter in the next 4 weeks, this task becomes more realistic than it should be. The truth is that Cook is a project in development, and putting a raw freshman to face Jags, Bills, and Saints is practically an invitation to chaos. But to get to the top of the draft, it's not enough to lose. Other teams also need to collaborate. In the situation of the Giants, the biggest obstacle. The Giants have the most important schedule in this dispute. They face Commanders, Vikings, Raiders, Cowboys. This is the dream scenario for the Jets. Commanders beat the Giants. This gives an extra victory to Washington. Raiders beat the Giants, another victory for Vegas. Giants beat the Vikings. This takes the Giants out of the number 1 dispute. It's almost a synchronized dance between direct rivals. The Jets need to cheer for the Giants, but only against Minnesota. In the other games, they cheer against them. Chaotic, Jet life. Or Washington Commanders, the most realistic hope. Washington doesn't have an easy life. Commanders versus Giants Eagles. Cowboys, Eagles. With Jaden Daniels out, Washington goes to Marcus Mariota. The only real chance of victory is precisely against the Giants, and this game is absolutely crucial for the New York Jets. If Washington wins, the chances of the Jets rose a lot. Raiders and Titans, the absolute lanterns. Vegas and Tennessee are suffering. Horrible. Playing an American football that borders on the experimental. For the Jets to overcome them, there is only one way. The Raiders need to beat the Giants, or steal an unlikely game against Eagles, Chiefs, or Broncos. The Titans, then, are almost impossible to reach. The best chance is Titans beat the Saints and tie with the Jets in 3 victories. Yes, the future of the Jets depends on the Titans winning a game. Is it too much to ask? It is. 6, Cleveland Browns, the unpredictable factor. Cleveland faces Bears, Steelers, Bills, Bengals. And here's the difference. The Browns have a top defense and a young QB playing well, Shedeur Sanders. They can beat anyone. This makes life easier for the Jets, because it is enough for Cleveland to win 1 more game to get out of the dispute. 7, the key game, Bills versus Jets in Week 18. This is the most surreal point of the whole equation. The Jets need to lose this game. But the Bills can simply rest all the holders. Why? If the Patriots beat the Bills this week, Buffalo loses the division and gets stuck in a wild card seed. In this case, the last round becomes a kind of prevenation for Josh Allen. This would make room for something bizarre: Jets winning a game they don't want to win. In other words, the opposite of what happened in 2023, when a useless victory took the Jets away from Drake May and pushed the team to Olaf Fashanu. History can repeat itself, for good or for worse. 8. Is it possible for the Jets to take the first pick? Yes, likely, extremely unlikely, but it's mathematically real and alive. And if it happens, it would be a monumental turn in reconstruction. With pick number 1, the Jets would catch Fernando Mendoza, the most coveted talent in the class. Without having to spend multiple first-round choices, keeping the Colts' choice, and entering 2026 with 3 additional first-rounders to set up a new foundation around the future QB. This is the kind of turnaround that changes decades of the franchise. If the Jets end up with choice number 3 or number 4, there is still a chance of going up using the Colts pick. The price drops drastically, but to get to number 1, you need a cosmic alignment of defeats, upsets, and rest of opposing starters. A real bingo of chaos. Jets fans, the truth is simple. The fight for the top of the draft is not beautiful, it is not romantic, it is not noble. But it may be the beginning of the most important reconstruction of the last 20 years. And now I want to hear you. Who do you want the Jets to draft if we get a top 3? Fernando Mendoza? Caleb Diaz? Another name? Leave it here in the comments. And of course, if you're watching this far, it's because the conversation is good. So subscribe to the channel, activate the notifications, and embark with us on this final stretch of the season. Because the drama is just beginning. And as always, go for it, Jets. Thanks for watching.